Hello, this is Matthew Miller from the ZDNet Mobile Gadgeteer. Today I'm going to take a look at the brand new iPod Touch 4G, 4th generation. And this is the particular one that I purchased today after flying home from Alaska. The Apple Store is the 32 gigabyte model. So I have the new 32 gigabyte model here in my hand. And the last iPod I purchased was last year's iPod Nano, which I still am pretty happy with it. It's good for running and things like that because it's so small and compact, and the video camera is kind of fun even though it's a VGA quality. However, this may not see much use anymore now that I've got the new iPod Touch. And the main thing about this was I didn't want to go to a new AT&T contract for an iPhone 4, but I did want that high resolution display and some of the other features such as the new operating system and things like that. So I sold my 3GS straight across, bought this. For me, that's the deal because I wasn't looking for a phone. So as you can see, and maybe you can't in this video, I can't tell. However, the display it's fantastic. I mean, this retina display is really very crisp and clear. The fonts look great, apps look great. It's got the new A4 processor in there. Things are snappy. The new iOS 4.1 is loaded on this device. It's just a nice purchase, and this is a 32 gigabyte model, which I don't know why you would buy 8 gigabyte at just $70 less. You might as well at least go for the 32. I didn't find a need for jumping another $100 to the 64 just because I don't have that much to put on there. So as you can see, I've loaded up quite a few apps, and I've customized them into the folders that we've got. We've got the multitasking on here now. And a couple things, I'll run into the software here in a minute, but continuing on the hardware, we've got this 3.5-inch retina display, high resolution display. We've got a front-facing camera up top for FaceTime, and we've got the traditional button on the bottom. Over on the right side, there's nothing at all, actually. Over on the left side, we have the two volume buttons up here, and on the top we have a power button. On the bottom is a 3.5mm headset jack, the 30-pin standard connector, and a mic, or a speaker. And then on the back, we have up in the corner, way up there, is the camera. And as you can see, it is a fingerprint magnet on the back of this silver fingerprint and scratch. You know, it's already scratched up, and can't do much about that. So the camera takes HD video, and it seems to do pretty well. The stills are only 0.9, so a 1 megapixel still. However, on just some of my initial testing, the stills were actually decent and maybe fine for Facebook and Twitter. It's just not for printing. You know, the 5 megapixel camera on the iPhone 4, I guess, is outstanding, and it's too bad that didn't come into this device. Also missing from this device is GPS, which is a bummer for me because I wanted that in there for running workouts and things like that. So one other thing that's been added, and we see here in the new operating system, is Game Center. And if we pop into here, we see I've got a couple friends now that I've been adding to my. Oh, there's some more to add. I have 8 friends so far just by putting it up on Twitter that I was available. And for some reason the games are not popping up there. There's no friend request. This is a fairly new service that's just start rolling out, and I just started finding a couple games. It took a while in the App Store, so maybe this is not fully supported yet. However, a couple of the games were Farmville. Yay. I don't really play Farmville, but I may try it out on this device and see how that works. And then also Real Racing. So if we jump in here, I don't know if you have to start the game first and enable the Game Center, so let me just pull it up here and see what we've got. It does have 802.11bg Wi-Fi, it has Bluetooth 1.2, BGN Wi-Fi, excuse me if I didn't say that. Wow, as you can see on this display, the graphics are absolutely amazing. Well, I won't run through that whole thing right now, but I want to try out some more of this Game Center. and right now it's not showing any games in the Game Center that are compatible with it. Oh, there we go. So here we go. There's Real Racing, and because I started it up, it looks like it's now showing 0 of 21 achievements. Real Racing, number 0 of 588. So I need to get on there and start racing and try the social aspects of the Game Center. And the other game that I have is, of course, Farmville, which I don't know if I want any achievements in there. If we jump into, let me go back to Game Center. When I say find games in the Game Center, you'll see that currently there's not very many. I don't think there's only free. The only free game at the time when I checked was Farmville. All the rest are paid games, and currently none of them really grabbed me except for the racing game. So I'll have to keep an eye on that for more of those Game Center games coming to it. So that's it. I mean, the rest of it is the traditional iPod stuff. Let's see if there's anything else new that I can think of that might be on here. My utilities, voice memo notes. There's the FaceTime application, as you can see there. iMovie was just recently supported for the iPod Touch, so we have that on there. We can edit movies on the iPod Touch. Yeah, so if I jump into the camera, I'm just going to show you what that looks like. Pretty much the same as the iPhone 4. I can swap back camera there, front camera, video or stills. Nice basic user interface and decent quality as well. So that's a quick look at the iPod Touch 4th generation. Amazingly thin and light. It's 3-point-something ounces. Just feels great in your hand. I mean, it feels solid, but it's just so small. I can see this easily being one of my constant companions, especially with the reading applications and things like that I use. You know, I've got all my Bible applications. I've got my ebook applications. I mean, with this high-resolution display. Let me just actually see that. If I got any books loaded up. There might be a classic in here. Just to kind of show you. Yeah, so as you can see, I mean, it looks great on the screen. Alright, so thanks for watching. Appreciate it.